Alright, we are back right where we left off last time with Exocolonist. It's, what, the beginning of the pollen season. Let's get some stuff done today. See what our dad's doing. You meet your dad adjusting a watering bot in the flower garden. He's sneezing. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. Not to worry. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. That's right. We've been away from diseases for probably 20 years. Is everyone going to get sick and die? On Earth, we used to call this hay fever. Now, here's a question I have. Because I think our dad and probably our mom and maybe a couple of other people have been like, this is what it was like on Earth. But didn't it say that our parents were part of the first kids that were born on the stratospheric? Right? So have they ever been to Earth? Because they kind of talk like they have been, and that was the original impression. But then in that one lesson, they were like, the people who were in the cult and left Earth had kids, those were your parents, and then they had kids, and that was you. Right? Am I getting that mixed up? Anyway, maybe they'll clear it up later, but I kind of feel like that confuses me. Even though it had nothing to do with, hey, your mom cuts in. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year, and they smell fantastic. I'm not scared of pollen. I'll sniff some flowers. They look harmless. Uh-oh. Your dad's eyes look so sad. I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. And I'm feeling pretty good right now, actually. I did take a month off. Okay, what if should we go do, like, defense training, because that's new? We haven't done that yet. You attend your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. And you and Anemone. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. There's Rhett. You could be walking along, thinking you're safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna chop that beast right in the throat. Hi-ya! Alright. But only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. The chopping. Huddle with Anemone for strength. Volunteer for a demonstration. Is he gonna chop me? Oh, look at this. You can click on that. You got age, a little bit of information. What else? Oh, okay. So like Anemone, we can get to know better. We can learn her birthday and more things about her. So like we know Mars dislikes eggs. What would I do? Like, stepping forward would be the brave thing. But if I was in a class with one friend and a bunch of adults, am I going to step forward for a demonstration? Probably not. Safety in numbers. You try to become invisible so you won't get called on by Chief Rhett. Rhett flips another man to the mat. Another person to the mat. And demonstrates what happens when you try to grapple with someone bigger. How embarrassing. Glad it wasn't me. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt. Good advice. I like that he's not super aggressive, like, you know, hit hard and hit first, that sort of thing. He's like, try to avoid fighting. That's a good teacher. Self-defense, learning martial arts. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons, with a few plas rifles. Okay. I wish I had gotten Eagle Eyes, because that gives me a bonus if I finish a red one, right? We have several different things that we've picked up now, and one slot card gets a +1. Okay. We might be able to do like a good straight if I do it right. I'm not sure though. Could do 5. Get 18. Doing a 1, 2, 3. Oh, right. Hiding in the creche is unchangeable, so even putting it here, it doesn't go up by 1. Well, I can get 18. A bad score. Best score 22. How? How could I have gotten 22? I really don't know. Well, that's okay. I really couldn't figure that one out. Now it's getting more complicated. Let's continue on. There sure is a lot of pollen around. Nobody's really doing anything, though. Melatonin. So to go out, we're going to need 20 toughness, which is quite a bit, or 20 bravery. Also quite a lot. Well, let's continue working our brains. Oh yeah, we can do engineering now. Engineering and reasoning. Did I do that last time? I don't remember. Let's try it. Hal's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Now, those are all things that I like, so maybe engineering is a good place for me. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering, she asks. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Nice. Here we go. Let's try and get a better score this time. Now I'm worried that maybe there's a better score out there and I just don't know what it is. Nah. Oh, there is. What? 22 again? How do I get 22? Do I have to use the items? It's got to be just from the cards. I don't know what I'm missing. I'll figure it out at some point. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Look at you eating cereal, she says. Bet you don't even know what day today is. Your birthday? No, you dummy. My birthday is in the first month of wet season. You better remember that. I will. That's this one right here. We learned it. I'm sure I can look it up. Good, we learned her birthday. Important. Today, she announces, is Saint Valentine's Day. Aha. Back on Earth, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow, and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. That sounds about right. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. Could be. Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink. I think it's dumb too. That's mean. Sounds like fun. I'm going to tell all the other kids about it. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. Ha ha ha. Okay, so... Wait, by the end of the day, it's been a month. I didn't even have a chance. Am I supposed to do it now? Everyone's talking, so it kind of seems like I'm supposed to do it now. I mean, normally I'd give something to Mars, right? But do I want to change course? I also kind of, like, as she was saying that, I was kind of thinking, you know, she's like, oh, so many people are going to give me gifts. But I wonder if it could be possible that, like, nobody gives her gifts except us, you know? Because we're best friends and she's kind of bossy. I wouldn't want to leave her hanging, you know? I don't even think I have anything she would like. I don't have any candy. Mars has clearly been waiting for someone to come ask her to be their BFF, but she's trying to play it cool. Yeah, like, I don't know if anyone else wants to be your best friend, but I do. Let's do it. Let me make sure I didn't promise too many other friends already. Let's see, you have a lot of good qualities that I'm looking for in a best friend. I think all of the kids who applied, you're the most qualified for the position. Alright. You remember the thing about the candy and fish some soy sweets out of your back pocket. What flavor are they, she asks. Oh, a green fizz. Those are rare. Then she surprises you by handing you an entire bar of chocolate. Aw. Marzipan always remembers her friends. Nodding benevolently. That's funny. Alright, that's good. I could have changed course. You know, I could have, like, tried to get friends with Dis or something, but we can do that another time. I'm going all in on Mars this time. BFFs. Gonna do more humanities. So yeah, I'm like focusing on Mars as my best friend. But I also like to study a lot, you know, compared to the other activities. So hopefully Tangent will kind of like me as well. I like the other kids too. But this is just the stuff that I would normally do, you know? Congruence is filling in, learning about the history of capitalism on Earth. Oh boy. You mean why humans used to have nice things and now we just eat mashed trippet and soy cakes? Please, Earth humans might have messed everything up, but at least they had style. Ever patient, Congruence ignores Mars' contribution and projects a holovid in the classroom. A solemn woman in weird clothes identifies herself as Haven Constance Odenheim, an educational designer for the group, to teach us about the largest contributing factor in Earth's destruction, capitalism. You know what? She's right. You spend the day in an interactive experience that covers the history of capitalism from market feudalism to its transition to colonialism, then industrialization, mass production, and corporatism. It ends with a discussion of how it collapsed in the late 21st century as wealth inequality and environmental concerns finally weakened its hegemony along with the planet itself. Uh-oh, that's what we're doing right now. Sounds horrible. More loyalty, huh? But if we were on Earth, that would be like rebellion. You know what I mean? The experience tells you that despite being regarded by many as simply as an economic system, capitalism had been responsible for more violence on Earth than any active war. Yeah. That all sounds right to me. You're partway through the lesson when Cal realizes the parallels. But we live in a colony, don't we? Aren't we colonizing for Tumna? Of course not, dummy. There aren't any people here to take the land from, just a bunch of animals. That's true. The animals count too. Well, there's a debate I don't know what to say about. Because if there are intelligent animals, then sure, we would be colonizing their planet. But if they're all just animals... I mean, I'm not going to say let's kill all the dumb animals. Maybe we should have stayed on Earth. I tend to agree with Mars more, but I'm not going to say let's kill all the animals. That's not the answer. I'm gonna say they count too. Cal will like that. I squashed a Dorbs moth the other day. Are you going to put me in future jail for money crimes? I do care about the environment, Mars. Okay, 5 kudos if we hit 16. Yeah, so when it tells me the max score, I don't know if it takes these into account or not. But in this case, we want to hit 16 if we can. So. So otherwise, well, or we can get a super goal, which gives us creativity. And I don't really have anything to use kudos on, you know? So I'd rather have one more creativity than 5 kudos, because I have 32, and I don't have anything to do with them yet. I think I'll take this instead. Best score. Very nice. Now, I did notice that on these bars, it's got the little, you know, dips on it. And it goes up to 100. So I don't know if we hit one of these, if we get something extra. But if this is 100, what are these, you know, 33? We'll find out. Ah, the dust season is here. 3 months until Mars' birthday. I haven't forgotten. Dust is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usually lush autumnal jungle. If there's a breeze, it's warm, and you guessed it, dusty. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops. Yeah, that sounds fun, actually. He shows you around the rows of corn and beans from Earth. They all look a little yellow and scraggly. Don't forget, the Vertumnalia Festival is coming up. There will be a talent show and a science fair. Right. It's the second year. Maybe I'll take part this time. I think I skipped it last year. Another mush log. Cal seems to like plants. What if we gave him something? Found something you might like. Fruit? A log? A log. He liked it. Neat. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Right, so if the festival's coming up, if we do the talent show, I'll want something. I don't remember what the stat was. For the robot, there was what? Robot wrestling, which you need like toughness for, and then a science fair, which you'd probably need lots of reasoning, which I don't have very much of. So should we just keep going with humanities and try and do well in the show? I guess. You're bringing supplies to Medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench. She's fast asleep. You never see her sleeping. She's always so busy. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone. Whoa, she hardly ever sleeps. Just a couple hours a night. Is she sick or something? We learned that Tangent has an augment. Really? I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She probably stayed up all night studying for the history test. Oh, so she has an augment that she doesn't need as much sleep, right? Let her sleep. Tangent wakes up. Just a power nap. No reason to gawk. That's interesting. Okay, we get kudos for hitting 15. And we have writing an essay, which boosts another blue card, but we don't have any. I could do... Ooh. Could do 5 of a kind. Get 19. Which seems pretty good. Could also do... No, that's not anything. Oh, right there. Could do that for the straight, but that's less. So I think we'll do the... whatever it was I did. This. 5 ones. Best score. Give me that creativity. It's time once more for Vertumnalia! The mood has been muted this year ever since the attack during the glow season. What a year Vertumna has given us. I'm so proud of you. La la la. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Vertumna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. Hey, did you hear? My dad say Uticot's gonna announce the depot's open. Aha! The depot. Time for the kudos to shine. Depot's gonna open. You know, shopping, somewhere to spend all the kudos we've been saving up. There's gonna be candy and toys and makeup and soap. Not the boring kind in the communal showers. You know the concept of shopping. They do it in the holovids from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes. But you've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need, but it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad's give me an allowance. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. Oh, Mars. Talks about the opening of the depot. Mars claps and looks over at you. Jeez, I love her. She is something. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. Ooh, I wonder if we can affect who's on the council going forward, you know? Since she mentioned that. And we can, I think when we go to that top right place, you can see who's on the council. So I bet that can be changed. Yes. And here we go. So creativity, which I've been working on. The bot wrestling has an obstacle course, which sounds fun. The bot wrestling biathlon. Let's do the talent show this time. Dis and Mars are your competitors. Mars is a shoo-in for winning with her jazzy, high-energy dance routine, so all eyes are on Dis for daring to compete against her. They both like me. We got loyalty. Dis stands on stage and clears his throat, then gestures with his arm. From his hollow palm emerges a projection of a ventriloquist dummy. Oh, man. He sits it on his lap and launches into a comedy routine, speaking through the doll with zero filter. The judges all howl at his impression of Instance, and the crowd favorite by far is Seek's thin, self-important voice coming out of the doll, imperiously demanding that not everyone can have perfect scores. They have to be rationed appropriately. Nice. What do we do? Ooh. A hard challenge. We can do magic or hoverboard tricks. Probably magic. It's better for me. Random card locked in one slot. Okay, so this is a 3-round challenge. Hiding in the creche has to be there. And we have to get to 47. I could also do magic with my various things that I found on the ground. Maybe that'll help too. Can do that. Medicinal Roots lets us draw a card. Okay. Like, that's not huge for score, but try and work from that, you know. All these zeros are killing me. Can do that for 18. And that'll leave us what? Then we have to get 19 next time, right? Well, yeah, 19 left. We got a bunch of cards. This one is still stuck here. Not any 5s. I don't know if we can do it. I could try to use the fruit on this one. It would make it a 3 and change it blue. I wanted it to be blue for the flush, but making it a 3 is not going to help. I can add 2 to a card. We can draw another one. I could, you know, bump this up to a 2. Have a bunch of 2s, but no flush. Here's an idea. What if playing sports ball sets the neighbors to whatever the value of the card is, but if I bump that up by 2, would these all be 3s? Yes. There we go. Magic. Accomplished. Now having this as a 3 blue, like I know I've already finished, but if I do that, can I not do that? Unchangeable. Cannot be changed. Never mind. Not an option. Well, then we'll take this, because I was like, if I could make this a blue 3, that could be good also. I'll just take the win. Best score on the last round. Nice. Everyone is amazed by your magic act, especially the one where you pretended to cut one of the judges in half. Wow, I had no idea. You win as voted by the audience applause. We're popular now. And we got this awesome card of Talent Show Champion. Nice. Dis just shrugs and smiles. He didn't mean to win anyway, so there's no hard feelings. Mars, on the other hand, is livid. I worked on my routine for months. Well, we didn't lose friendship. And I feel good. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. Nice. That was a fun time. Good memories. You end up on top of the western wall with Dis, launching water-filled poof shrooms down on an unsuspecting anemone. The walls seem like a neat place to hang out and relax. Much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Relax on the walls. Interesting. Okay, we're popular. You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Great. Double kudos for 3 months, and we can now relax on the walls. I wonder if maybe that's the thing that dislikes. You know? Like if we hang out on the walls with him, he'll get to like us, and then maybe that'll lead to us leaving. You know, sneaking out with him. Definitely possible. Alright, I know we're about out of time today. I can see if we can squeeze in a couple more activities. I know Mars was mad that she didn't win, but I don't think she disliked us for that. So yeah, if we come to the garrison, we can relax on the walls. Dislikes it, and it's a good way to relax. So it's like our normal relaxing at home, except dislikes it, so why not? But I'm not stressed out. I'm feeling popular. Let's go back to class. I kind of want to get my creativity up to this and see what it is, you know? And then maybe we can work on something else. Professor Hal has you write poems about the beauty of a sunset on Vertumna. The sun goes down beneath the clouds, beyond the fields and robo-plows. You spend the better part of an hour trying to find a good rhyme for geoponics. Yeah. Okay, oh, this one becomes a 2. We got a pretty low goal. Let's just do the 13, I guess. Yeah, not a good score, but what could we get up to? 15? If you say so. Late dust. Mars is around. Mars is watching a vid from Earth on her hollow palm. She gestures you over, and you sync with hers. The audio track comes through your hear speak. That's very cool. Mars knows every word. Beside you, she recites the dialogue perfectly along with the actors. Since the day we met, I devoted my life to finding you. I searched every train station, every coffee shop, every museum and park for you. My every waking thought was only of you. And I dreamed of you. Every night my heart called to yours in the dark. I never hoped to dream I would find you again. Mars drags her hands down her face as the couple in the vid kiss passionately. Ugh, I've seen this vid 100 times. In the end, always makes me want to yart. Why are you watching it? They met on a train once and spent forever looking for each other. Like, move on, you know? It's not like living here where there's only like 100 people to pick from. You're in a huge city. Go find anyone else. Yeah, why do you keep watching it? I thought you'd like that stuff. I've already seen everything else worth watching. Okay, fine. I do like the city parts. Like, isn't it post-real to imagine cities so big you could get lost in them? So many people that you could meet someone and then never see them again in your life? Sometimes I think I should have been born back on Earth, not on this dumb spaceship. All those cities and people and the stuff you could do, watching new vids, going to concerts. The only culture here is grown in a lab. It's a good joke. And the shopping. They have so much stuff on Earth. Anything you could dream, not just the rubbish our old nano printers can make. I'm bored of everything I own. Speaking of shopping, do you want to trade some kudos for one of my old jackets? I would, but I don't have 50. I didn't know I'd need so many. But we could have gotten her cool jacket. 20 to persuasion. +2 bonus to yellow straights. Wow. That's probably gear, right? Because we haven't gotten any yet. And that looks really good. But I can't afford it. Really? What have you been doing with yourself? I make kudos just for getting out of bed in the morning. Well, sorry, rich girl. Whatever, you can just have it. I was going to throw it out anyway. Oh, Mars! You should come work with me in the depot. Yes, it goes with your hair. It makes you look posh. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. I mean, she's not always nice, but I'll take it. Ooh, okay. So it is gear, as is our medallion. We need perks to wear more than one thing. I'm gonna wear the jacket for a while. Look at this persuasion bonus. It's crazy. I'm gonna look posh. And then when we unlock a spot, we can put the medallion back in. Awesome. Okay, where are we with creativity? 23. That one might be 25. It could be like 25, 50, 75, or 100. I don't know. But I kind of want to hit it. And I've got so much persuasion now. This month, you're supposed to pick a play from a famous playwright and do a dramatic reading. You pick Evam Indrajit, an existential play about a writer who struggles due to not having a clear sense of self, being unable to find meaning in his life. Something in it speaks to you. Okay. So this gives us a +2 bonus to yellow straights, which maybe we'll be able to pull off. One slot will turn cards yellow. Perfect. We'll put that here. And let's try and work out a straight then. So I can do this big flush. Super goal. For more creativity. I do want that. But what if I get a straight though? Can I? It's kind of hard with this one that bumps up the next card by 1, you know? One, two. I don't know if I have the right numbers for it, actually. 25, even better. Well, I'll take that. Best score. '27 creativity. All right, it is the wet season. Okay, so I got to 27. I thought maybe this bump would be 25, but since we haven't done it yet, it must be like 30, you know? But we're almost there. I'm still popular for maybe this month. It's Mars' birthday, right? So we will give her something. Probably something she won't like, but, you know, I'll get her something next time. We're going to take a break. I played longer than I planned to, but thanks for sticking around. I'll see you next time.